get him. Let's go get him today, man. Let's go. Hey, double down 3, 1, 2, 3, double down.
For me, the number one position, not necessarily position of need, but the number one place where the 49ers at least should address in the draft is the safety and the edge position, just because there's a lot of depth at both of those areas. I think the offensive line, you can address interior offensive line, potentially get some right guard competition, potentially get center competition. I'm very interested to see what the 49ers do at center, because the 49ers and Kyle Shanahan have preferred the veteran route at the center position. However, they have also shifted towards a younger regime this past offseason with the signings of Travis Ward, the signings of the free agents that they've also had, which has been a little bit of an indication that they like to go younger, especially with the new start of Trey Lance. So that's something that I'm going to be looking to see. Will they choose to go in the draft, or will they try and go after a guy like a J.C. Treader, or go after someone next offseason at the center position? J.C. Treader, I think, would be a very valuable signing. I'm a proponent of bringing him here.
Not to cut you off, Rohan, but that's what I was going to ask you. I was like, did J.C. Treader get signed yet? And if he hasn't, what are we waiting for? Maybe the Jimmy Garoppolo contract to be off the books, and
Right.
maybe they'll kick the tires on a veteran center. And maybe J.C. Treader can play guard for a year and learn, obviously, the ropes and the pass protections and what it's like to be in this offense from a center standpoint, and then scoot him in the following year as a successor to Alex Mack. I love that idea. I'm hoping they do that. Depending on what happens with Jimmy, I'm praying they can do that. But right now, with 1 point something million on our cap, we don't even have enough money to sign our draft class. So
right. And I do think that Garoppolo gets moved. I just wonder, will a guy like Treader stay in free agency for that long for the potential hope to play with a team like the 49ers? Because we can offer him a deal very similar to Alex Mack's deal, in that he can contemplate retirement every offseason and also have the luxury of playing with a team like San Francisco, where he will have a key predominant role in a Shanahan offense at the center position for years to come. And it's a good insurance policy because he's a very high talented center who's on the wrong side of 30, but still performing at a high level. And also that's something that the 49ers like. But they could also go center, because there are a good amount of centers in this class. Cam Jurgens is one. Dylan Parham has the ability to play center. Donovan West has the ability to play center. And I can say a couple of other names as well. Cole Strange. But there are a good amount of centers that can be developed into starting caliber options.
Who's the guy from Arizona State as well?
Donovan West, yeah.
Donovan West, yeah. I like him as well. I thought,
he's 6'4", 300. He's got the good build to play center as well as the athleticism. And so you have the luxury, right, to draft a guy. The 49ers opted that route last year with Aaron Banks, where they had him sit behind a guy like Laken Tomlinson and sit behind a guy like Daniel Brunskill for a year, learn the ropes of the offense, and then implement them the following year like they could do with their potential center this year. I do agree with that it is a position in need. I'm just interested to see where they address that position. Me also, I do think safety is important in this group with the versatility that the 49ers require from their safeties in terms of movement. I like a guy like Herbie Joseph, who could play very similar to Jaquaski Tart. There are a good amount of safeties in this draft class, which is why I have some optimism if we address the position earlier than expected, the second and the third round,